Okay, so we are back, and as you can see, I've added the lashes, and I did just the base of my foundation routine using Too Faced Born This Way in the color Coco. I was going to do my concealer, but before I do concealer, I wanted to show you guys another step for the eyes, and it's just adding a little bit of that dark brown and a little bit of the black in the outer corner. I wanted to do this before my concealer because, as you know, the concealer makes my T-zone lighter, so I don't want it to look off, and I don't want the black or the brown to sprinkle on top of that, so I'd rather just do the foundation routine. Honestly, if I really just forgot, I would rather have shown you guys that part first and then done everything else, but that ain't no problem. We'll figure it out. So let's show you how to do that. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know I just used that Urban Decay. I've already done a little bit, but I'm just gonna put a little bit more on that waterline of mine. I realize I'm slouching. A little bit more on that waterline of mine. And then I'm going to use that same brown from the James Charles palette that I used before, No Beans. So before I was using like a fluffy brush, and it's just too big. So we don't want to go in with another fluffy brush. We don't want to do that. We want to use a thinner waterline brush, as so. So I'm just going to take that, and it's really not called a waterline brush. It's really called a flat brush, but you get the drift, and just use it underneath the eye. It just helps it to pop more. And I realize I like never show you guys. I mean, I do, but it's usually with like brighter colors, and sometimes you just want to add some more drama to your waterline. Okay, you see how this is like falling too far? That's why I didn't want to have my concealer on when I did this, because I can use the concealer to clean it up a little bit. You don't want to look like you have a black eye. You just want to look like everything's flown, like merging together from the top to bottom. I just feel like this look looks odd when it's like super dark up here and then nothing down here. So I do that a lot with lighter colors, but not for a smoky eye. For a smoky eye, you want to smoke out your waterline as well. And then we just add some foundation. You can also add some black liner if you want a lot of drama. I would recommend that for an evening look, but again, I'm going to a daytime brunch, so I don't need to go completely smoked out. So just adding some mascara very quickly. So I'm hoping this is my last video with this background. I have some construction to do. I did start it to give you guys a prettier background, but there was some issues. I had to get it redelivered, all this drama. I think I talked about it in a previous video, but it's all right. I got a new like setup ordered. I'm gonna set it up, and I'm really excited to give you guys a little change of scenery. I thought about just doing like the colored backdrops, but I don't love that idea. I want to try this next setup first to see what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. Okay, so we just added a little bit to the bottom, and just to really add that full smoky look. And there's different types of smokes, like I said, and I'll show you a lot of them. Okay, now we're going to do our concealer. You guys have seen this a million times, so I'll get through it pretty quickly. So today, I realized I'm doing a get ready with me, and I didn't even tell you what I'm getting ready for. So today, I am going to a great event that's hosted by my pro fight. For those of you who aren't familiar with the term, I'm in a sorority, and sorority, a pro fight's basically like a big sister, right? Anyone who joined the sorority at the same university as you, but before you. So my pro fight is having this really cute event. I believe it's Sex, Sips, and Sweets. It's a brunch, and she is a licensed and a doctor in sex therapy, and so she'll be just getting all women together and maybe some men, I don't know, and we're just gonna sip and talk sex and eat some sweets, and once again, sounds like a good time to me, you know. So next year I'll be sure to post it on my page, so that way if you're in Atlanta you can join. So now that we've got this on, we're gonna do this blending. I actually really love her page because, what is it? I think it's the Sensible Sexpert. Her page is so great. Earlier this week, she posted like rules of engagement for being friends with benefits, and it was so great. Like, I realized that's not my ministry. I would break all those rules of engagement, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. But it's good to know, you know, like sometimes you need to know, like, this is what this role calls for. Are you qualified? Are you not? I believe I'm underqualified for the role, so I would not be a good FWB, but I just love her. It's just super modern and present. So if you haven't, if you have time, definitely go follow her page, and I'll even put her IG below since I'm not recalling. I'm almost positive it's a Sensible Sexpert though. But I will definitely post pictures of the final look and everything like that. Okay. So I talked to you guys about Puerto Rico, right? Let me tell you, the girls are trying to come out. I may have to start wearing an undershirt for y'all. But okay, so I talked to you guys about how I went to Puerto Rico. And as you can see, there is a pretty big difference between like my neck and my foundation. So because of that, yes, I do use a darker concealer to contour my face, but I also wanted to try a bronzer because it helps darken you out, and sometimes I just want to look like a bronzy goddess. And I think with the smoky eye, that's the perfect pairing. Is like a nice deep bronze to go with it. So I'm going to do a very, very light contour using my Revolution. I believe the color is C18. You guys have seen me do this a million times too. So let's talk about the struggle of bronzers. So I honestly don't even play them type of games with bronzers because usually it's not dark enough for me. It's usually like they stop at like a medium tone brown, and usually it looks like what my foundation color looks like, and that's not the business. So I long ago lost hope for my bronzer to ever be a bronzy goddess, but then Huda came into the picture and she dropped a couple products with her Tantour and Bronze line, and I'm really excited about it. I hate that it's called Tantour because, let's be honest, I don't tan, but you know what? I did get tan by accident, so ain't no problem. We're gonna call it Tantour, okay? Why not? So this is what the packaging looks like. She has really great packaging. I really haven't used much of Huda's products. Her eyeshadows, a lot of the colors I already have, though I have heard that they are incredibly pigmented and great. And then her foundation, I just felt like her and Fenty were too close. And to be honest, if I'm going to support two brands that are really close, I'm gonna support the one that's by Rihanna and for Black women with a wide shade range. But both of them have a great shade range, and I've heard really good things about both products, so you can check them out. So on the inside, when you first open, this is what it looks like. If you guys can see it, it says tan and tone. See, like, we wouldn't put tan on there. But here's the thing though. Rihanna did come out with a bronzer line. I was there bright and early at Sephora to cop it, and it had all these red undertones. It looked a mess. Sorry, I love her, but I was so disappointed. I honestly wanted to post on it, but I was actually a little scared of the navy. So, you know, I was not trying to come for them, but I have to keep it honest with you guys. It was quite disappointing. This is the color Tan, and it's the second to the most dark color. I was gonna go with the darkest color, but me and my Sephora lady decided that would have been too much. Ooh, I like this. So when you bronze, it just gives you just like a darker, deeper shimmer almost, and it just pulls in all the colors and lighting to your face in the right way. I'm using the same brush. This does come with its own particular brush, but to be honest, I was like, I don't see the point in that. I have so many brushes, I don't need that. So I'm just going back in those same places where I used, I think I'm getting crazy, let me relax, where I did my contour. So right on my cheeks, and then we're gonna follow this across. So as I was mentioning in the beginning, a lot of us are probably wondering, why do I need to look tan? I don't need to look tan. Well, you do, because you're going to get, you can either bronze it out like I'm doing, and I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, I love this. It looks so good. It just completes the face. Or you can go out and have to buy yourself a whole new foundation, and like, who wants to do that? Because there's only a few more weeks left in summer. Fall's around the corner. My beach vacations are starting to dwindle down. Like, no, we don't need, no, we gonna just get a little bronzer and put it on our face, and that's the way you keep it tight without having to refresh your foundation every couple of weeks. And it just adds to the drama. It adds like, I feel like my face looks more golden now after adding it. Huda, you did that, girl. You did that. Yes. I act like I ain't got to go to church, because I'm going to church before the Sex Simpson suites, but you know, that's all right. Ain't no problem. The Lord knows. The Lord knows. Okay, so this is the final look with it, and I love it. I think it looks really, really good. And I feel like I look toasty and bronzy. I see that if you look at my other videos and then look at this one, or even look at how it looked before, you can definitely see the difference. Okay, so let's do our normal routine of, I'm actually not sure if I was supposed to do that before my setting powder, but it's all right. We're gonna act like I know. And if you see me change it up in another video, that means I probably wasn't supposed to, but I like doing this after, because if I went a little high in certain places, because it's my first time ever using a deeper bronzer like that, and this is just helping me clean it up a little bit. It doesn't need to be, it's supposed to accentuate, not completely take over your face, you know? So I'm just using my sponge, and maybe I need to change up my T-zone setting powder, because I'm using the old school banana powder. This, I have so much left in this, I'm not giving it up anytime soon. I'll test out other setting powders for you when that banana powder gets a little lower. Okay, now I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way. Do a how to pack your makeup. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at this. Oh my gosh. It just chisels me out. Girl. Ooh, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing, honey. Nothing, 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 nothing. The way that Huda and this setting powder is blending together. Yes. Oh my gosh. Please, if you have time, go to Nima's page. She tested it out and it was not as good. She used the deepest color, and the deepest color had like all these shades of purple. Beauty creators, like, help us out, okay? We understand that you're trying to get creative with making these darker colors, but her face was literally purple. Like, y'all got to go check it out. That was a great video. And I love all this dark skin representation. Like, it makes me really, really happy. All right. Now I'm going to use my MAC blush. This one is more like an orangey, lighter pink. Because I'm so dramatic on everything else, like I don't think I needed to go super bright on my blush. So keeping it simple today. There, since I'm like glowing and a bronzy goddess everywhere else. I cracked myself up. I was editing my last video and the amount of time that I laughed at myself was just out of control. Like, I know y'all have to be laughing at me finding myself this hilarious. Okay. As usual, we end it with a little, our face routine at least, highlight. I don't know if this is against the bronzing, you know, I don't Tantour very often. So I don't know if this is against the bronzing rules, but Fenty and Huda, y'all coming together for a good cause, which is my beat. My beat's a great cause to come together. So I just do a C around my eyes. As you can see, I'm just using my finger today, but a fan brush also works. I do a little bit on the tip of my nose. Let's blend this out. I don't think I contoured my nose. I'll do that. Okay, and then I do a little bit on my lip. Just because I like how it adds all that little bit of extra. Okay, so to wrap this up, what lip should we do? I'm going to use Tool from ColourPop and Trap from ColourPop to wrap up this look. And we're gonna just do a couple, a little bit of lightening on the inner corner. I don't know, I don't like that together. Okay, that's cute. Okay, I just had to take a second. Oh, I'm liking it. Okay, so I am going to finish getting dressed and then I'll be right back with the final look. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I did go and add a little bit of ColourPop's Hutch to my lip just to help it blend with all the colors once I put my outfit on. And that's a helpful tip. If you do your lip or you do your eyeshadow and you feel like it's throwing off the color combination of what you're wearing, don't be afraid to go back and make some adjustments to it. Aside from that, I definitely wanted to wrap with just a few words on the Huda Beauty Tantour and Bronze line. I absolutely love it. I finally feel like I have a bronzer that's not just overly red like I mostly get with other companies. And I think it looks really good with my skin, and I really like how it made my face look more chiseled and made it really pop. So I would highly recommend it. It is Girl Beats World approved. Thank you, Huda, for thinking of us chocolate bunnies. Aside from that, I'll be back to tell you how this event went, and I'll be sure to post pictures of the full look. Bye.